How are you today? This thing happened. I totally scrapped my last video. This is my first real do-over. I was opening mail and one of my cameras went out. The rest of all the video was just... I'm doing you a favor. I'm not making you watch that. However, the element of surprise is gone. I'm just going to show you what was sent to me. I'm still just as excited as the first time I saw it. So hopefully that comes through and that you can feel what I'm feeling. I got my first viewer mail. The disclaimer is that he's already a friend of mine. This is totally a present. Thank you, Jan. I did not expect this. Jan, for those of you who don't know, is someone who's just been in the polymer clay community for a long time. And he's been very giving, and he gives of his time, he gives of his knowledge, he just gives of his techniques. He is a Lucy Clay Tools enthusiast, let's call him that. He does do the demos here in the United States for the different guilds. He, through doing all his demos, he's got quite the collection. So he gave me some of the things he has, and I'll show you. Stencils, which are really cool. I did not fully appreciate just how cool. Can you see that? Look at that design. I think I just never looked too close because I'm so set in my ways. I don't always look for other tools. Look at that. LC micro stencils. Aren't those neat? This one you can't see as well. It's a clear. This one I think they all end up looking like spider webs. Some more stencils. These are going to be really fun to play with. I have not explored much with stencils, so this is probably going to be in a video where you just watch me mess around and go, whoops, shouldn't have done that. And he also sent the Lucy Clay LC Glassamer in liquid. This is the liquid glue gel. My guess is that's like a bacon bond because of the word glue. I don't know, I'm trying to put that together. And then the transparent oven hardening liquid gel. Bake in the oven. Do not microwave. Do not ingest. I'll remember that. A blade safer for my Simmons slicer. This is good because I have anxiety about losing my current one. So I am really glad to have a backup to keep the blade safe because that is a scary machine. And I have kids, and I'm scared of it myself a little bit. It's sharp, so thank you for thinking of us there. What's next? Look at this. This is the blade. It was in a protective shield, but I put it up on my blade holder. But look at the Lucy Clay Tools blade. I had never seen one of these before. Look at that. That's almost dangerous. I don't know. I needed a new blade. So I'm excited to try this one. And I like that it's firm. It's not so bendy. A lot of the blades I have right now are bendy, flexible blades. And that's not always the right thing for the application. So I'm curious to try this and see if it works better for the things that I make. There's this LC handy roller. This is also apparently a blade holder, so the blade that he sent can go in here and then it's safe and ready for travel. That's pretty nifty. And it's a roller. Who doesn't need an acrylic roller? Very cool. Now I'm guessing that this cutting mat has something to do with the next thing I'm going to show you, which is the Blendangles. I can show you this side too, but it's got a lot of purchase information. This is his product. He made this so that you can make different blends and turn them into these angled and really cool patterns for veneers. And he knew I was curious about it, and he sent a little note for the best mommy ever. Thank you, Jan. This is gonna be fun. This is the deluxe set. And it includes these scalpels. We have the scalpel round. You see that? Scalpel round, nice and sharp. straight scalpel. Let's open it. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. I probably will look up videos. Look at this. Look at, where's it? gemboxdesigns.com. Here's 2 more sizes. Acrylic, triangle. I know there's a purpose for these, and I'm going to discover it. And then this is another cutting mat. I know what he does with it. I've seen it. I don't know if I'm clever enough to put it together without watching videos. So I will look that up. Okay, this next part. This is why I got this goodie box in the first place. It included tools and extra O-rings to go along with my new Lucy Clay Tools extruder. And it's pink. Look at that. It is so heavy. It feels like a solid tool. Like I'm not going to break this. And I already have the dies. I did have an extruder. It bit the dust. So I still have the dies from that. Look at that. Hello. You're not breaking this. This is a weapon in the right circumstances. Look at that. Look at that. This is no joke. Over here, this is the end of the plunger. Some lubricant, some extra O-rings, and a wrench. And then this must be the handle. Goes on like this. Ooh. I have a lot more pencil bracelets to make. This is gonna come in handy. I think you'll be seeing my pink extruder show up in many more videos. Thank you so much, Jan. And I'm gonna research these Blendangles a little more. I know I watched how you've done it before, but it's been a little while, and I have to say, I need a refresher. Oh, I forgot one of my favorite parts. He sent me a dollar store toothbrush. Why? Because it's one of the best ones to use for cleaning this extruder. Thanks. That'll come in handy. You know what? My last video that I scrapped, I showed you a few projects, so I'll just show you. I'll show you again. I made this little paint palette pen. The back's not perfect. I had so much fun making this that I think I might do a tutorial on it. There are a lot of polymer paint palettes out there, but this was my take on it. I made a wood cane. Maybe I'll just tell you how I did it right now, and then you can see if you want to do it. Wood cane, thick slice, shaped the palette, and then I took white clay and made big smudges for the paint. I shaped a paintbrush, and after I baked it, I actually added regular old paint for official paint colors, not just clay, to my palette. Those are the steps I went through there. This is mixtures of, I made that light brown color that I had from my pencil video, and I stacked it with 18 karat gold, translucent, and some latte for just a darker effect. It's totally imperfect, but it works for the purposes of just a fun little paint palette. I don't want to wear that. There's my paint palette. I love making earrings, post earrings especially. Those are fun. I have barely started. What I want to do ultimately with this channel is I will continue these studio updates. I like studio updates. I don't know if everyone's always like, no, give me more tutorials, but for a long time I've just wanted to see inside what other polymer artists do in their studios. So these are probably going to get a little more detailed. I'm going to start putting out more tutorials and maybe less frequent vlogs, but just put more effort into crafting them and telling the story of what happens in my own studio. Even though I'm not a professional, fully supporting myself artist, I think I do a lot. When I was first starting out, I probably would have loved to have had these glimpses into someone else's studio life. And I hope that someone out there finds it interesting. Subscribe, and if you hit the bell, you'll even see when I get more videos posted. You will. This was a pretty epic mail time. I don't think I'm going to top this one for a while. I'm not sure if I'm even going to have viewer mail for a long time.